Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a good Wednesday evening to you, everyone. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed here with a look at the Eyewitness Weather forecast. Right now, we're taking a look at our camera from the rooftop of the Utica Public Library, looking over toward the east right now. Temperature is 18 degrees right now, but the good news is that we have calm winds, so it feels like 18, and that's basically the warmest that it's been throughout the day. The radar is also quiet right now, but that's something that's going to be changing as we head through the next 12 to 18 hours or so. And as we take a look at the satellite and radar, we do have high pressure in control of our weather right now, but again, that's going to move up toward the north and east as we head through the overnight hours and into tomorrow, and that's when our next storm system moves in. So we do have a winter weather advisory in effect until 10 p.m. for Lewis County. For Madison and Oneida counties, it's in effect till 4 p.m. And then eastern portions of our viewing area down closer to the capital region, it's in effect until 6 p.m. That's because of all the National Weather Service offices issuing it at different times. So here's a look at the freezing rain timing. Again, if you're to the north of the Mohawk Valley, up through the Adirondacks, it's going to be mainly snow up there. And then as you head through the thruway corridor down to the south of the Mohawk Valley, it's expected to become an issue between about noon and 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and then areas closer toward the southern tier, particularly in Otsego County, that's when it's expected to start there first. You'll see that freezing rain between 8 a.m. and noon. Temperatures overnight tonight, actually, because we will see an increasing amount of cloudiness, they'll come up as the night goes on. So we'll start in the single digits and teens, and then make our way into the mid-teens as we head through the overnight hours, but there will still be a little bit of wind on top of it, so it'll feel even colder than that. Temperatures right now are in the teens, and they will be through the 7 p.m. hour, but then as we head through the overnight hours, they will eventually drop into the single digits and teens out there. And then there's that snow working its way into our area from 8 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And you'll notice as you head closer toward the southern tier, that freezing rain indicated by that pink and purple color there. And then it's fairly quick, so by the time the evening commute rolls around 4 to 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, it should basically be out of here. And we'll have temperatures into the 30s. And then as we head through Friday, we'll deal with a lot of clouds and maybe a few lake effect snow showers out there. That could produce a coating to an inch or two, but I wouldn't expect much accumulation other than that. And then we'll deal with our next storm system Saturday and into Sunday. So here we go with snowfall accumulations for most of the southern areas where you will see more freezing rain. I'm expecting anywhere from 1 to as much as 3 inches there. And then from the Mohawk Valley points just to the north, there could be a few areas that do see a little bit more than, say, 3 or 4 inches. The bigger story again will be the freezing rain, and that'll be expected from the thruway points to the south with anywhere from 1/100th to possibly 5/100ths of an inch of freezing rain. So basically, if you see rain when you're driving out there tomorrow, just know that the temperatures are below freezing. So that's going to freeze on contact, and just keep that in mind as well. Tonight we'll see a low of about 8 degrees. We'll get up to around 37 for tomorrow. And then as we take a look at the 7-day forecast here, the snow showers will continue on Friday with, again, mainly lake effect out there. Quiet to start the weekend on Saturday with a high of 28. And then we have snow showers possible on Sunday, but that could be part of a bigger system as we head through Sunday, but quiet to start next week, Thomas.
Yeah, so the roads tomorrow, folks, are going to definitely be a concern. If you are making a commute tomorrow evening, be sure to drive slow and be prepared in case you get stranded to stay safe on the side of the road while you wait for assistance. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 6, the city of Rome is still recovering.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And happy Wednesday evening to everyone. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed here with a look at the Eyewitness Weather forecast. In downtown Utica right now, we don't have any precipitation right now, but we do have a temperature of 8 degrees, and with the winds out of the east at 5 miles an hour, that's making it feel like 0. That's the lowest the temperatures are going to get during the overnight hours, because in advance of our next storm system, we'll see increasing clouds, especially after midnight. No precipitation being detected on the radar across our entire viewing area at this time, but as we head through the overnight hours and into the day tomorrow, that is certainly going to change. Satellite and radar right now shows us high pressure exiting up toward the north and east in advance of that next storm system, and you can already see the first signs of it down towards southwestern Pennsylvania, and that'll continue to move closer in our direction as we head through the overnight hours. So during tomorrow morning, and through the afternoon, we will see both snow and freezing rain, especially during the morning hours, and then it'll be tapering off during the afternoon, and then tomorrow night we'll just be dealing with cloudy skies out there. Temperatures at this time are in the single digits and teens out there, and well up toward the north, especially up toward Lewis County, northern Herkimer, and northern Hamilton counties. We do have temperatures that are a little bit below zero, but again, that's the lowest they're going to get during the overnight hours. We will see clouds, and that'll rise the temperature, especially after midnight. Winter weather advisories are in effect for our entire viewing area, but what time they expire just depends on where you live. This advisory is in effect for this tricky combination of snow, sleet, and freezing rain that will occur during the day tomorrow. And as we take a look here at our freezing rain timing, it'll be mainly snow, as I've been mentioning, from Utica points to the north up through the Adirondacks. So we don't have to worry about much freezing rain there, but through the Utica area and just to the south, we'll be dealing with periods of freezing rain between about noon and 4 p.m. is when we'll be dealing with issues from that. And then down toward the south, Chenango County and Otsego County in particular, you'll see the freezing rain first. You'll see it between 8 a.m. and noon, and that's where you'll also see the highest accumulation of freezing rain, especially up in the higher elevations. I'll show you that coming up in just a second, but as far as Futurecast goes, again, we'll be dealing with a lot of clouds during the overnight hours. Those will increase, especially toward morning, and then there's the first signs of this next storm system heading our way, again, working its way from south to north, and that's where you'll see the temperatures warming up from south to north as well. So areas to the north will struggle to get out of the 20s tomorrow, and that's what will keep it mainly snowfall there. And you'll notice it's quick hitting. By 4 to 6 p.m. it's basically done with. So that's good news for the evening commute. The morning commute will be somewhat affected by that, and then we just have to deal with some lake effect snow heading our way on Friday, and I'll share that accumulation map with you as we head through the day tomorrow. We'll have another one for Saturday as well. In terms of ice potential through tomorrow evening, again, along the thruway down toward the south, that's where you have the highest potential of seeing 0.01 to 0.05 inches of freezing rain. But again, it doesn't take much freezing rain at all to slicken up roadways or, coat up trees and power lines. So if you are driving out there tomorrow and you do see any rain, just assume that it is frozen, and obviously take it careful out there because it could be quite icy out there. In terms of snowfall accumulation, areas to the south and west will see anywhere from up to 3 inches, and then as you head to the north of the thruway up through the Adirondacks, that's where we have the highest accumulation because you won't see any freezing rain change over here. So 2 to as much as 5 inches of snow, although I think will mainly be toward the lower end of that range. 8 degrees is the low tonight, and that'll occur within the next hour or two. We'll see increasing clouds after midnight, and that'll bump up the temperatures as well. 37 will be the high during the afternoon tomorrow, and again, we see that transition from snow to freezing rain, especially as we head toward the south. And then as we take a look at the 7-day forecast, we'll be seeing snow showers, again, mainly lake effect as we head through Friday. Saturday, it's quiet to start the weekend, just cloudy with a high of 28, and then we could see some more snow on Sunday, possibly accumulating snow that day with a high of 27. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan. The Syracuse Orange had a
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And happy Wednesday evening to everyone. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed here with a look at your forecast. Right now in downtown Utica, we do have cloudy skies out there. Temperature at the present time, 6 degrees. Not much wind out there, so it actually feels like 6 degrees as well. As we take a look at the radar right now, it is scanning dry, but that's going to change, especially as we head through the day tomorrow. But overnight tonight, we will just see an increase in clouds. So the radar will remain dry as we head through the next few hours. Satellite and radar shows us that high pressure is still in control of our weather, but that's making an exit up toward the north and east, up toward Canada. And then as you look down toward the south, though, we do see the first signs of our next storm system heading our way, and that will continue to move up to the north and east as we head through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. So here's a look at our tomorrow morning. We will see snow, sleet, and freezing rain, and that'll continue into the afternoon tomorrow, but more of the morning commute will be affected. And then as we head through tomorrow night, it'll just be cloudy out there, and the snow and freezing rain will have come to an end by that point. As far as things are concerned right now, we have temperatures in the single digits and teens, and in fact, up to the north, we do have a couple of temperatures that are already below zero at this time, but temperatures are going to rise as we head through the overnight hours because we will see an increase in clouds in advance of this next storm system, which for that reason there is a winter weather advisory in effect area-wide until about between 4 to 10 p.m. tomorrow evening, but it goes into effect at 4 a.m. for that combination of snow, sleet, and freezing rain heading our way. As we've been mentioning, the primary concern is for that freezing rain. That'll develop to the south first. Otsego and Chenango counties will see that between 8 a.m. and noon. And then as you head up through the Mohawk Valley closer to the I-90 corridor, that'll be between noon and 4 p.m. But as you head to the Adirondacks, where temperatures will be into the upper 20s through most of the day, it'll be mainly snow up there, so you won't have much freezing rain to be worried about up in that direction. As far as the futurecast goes through the overnight hours, we remain dry through about 6 a.m., where we see the snow developing across Otsego and Chenango counties first. And then that'll be the first to see the changeover to freezing rain. And then as we head through the afternoon, we'll see that closer to the I-90 corridor as well. And then as you head through between about 4 and 6 p.m., the rain and snow, the freezing rain, I should say, and snow will come to an end. We'll just be left with cloudy skies overnight. And then as we head through Friday, we deal with the northwesterly winds, so that means we'll be dealing with lake effect snow, and I'll have that accumulation map as we head through the day tomorrow. But it looks like Oneida County is going to get the most lake effect snow. As far as the freezing rain accumulation, that looks like the most is going to occur south of Interstate 90, where there could be up to 0.05 of an inch of freezing rain there. And as I've been telling you all day long, it doesn't take much freezing rain, even though this isn't going to be a whole lot, to coat up roadways and coat trees and power lines as well. So in terms of snowfall accumulation, that's going to occur the least where you see the most freezing rain. So anywhere from a coating up to 2 inches there, and then 2 to 5 inches to the north and east of the Utica area up toward the Adirondacks. As far as tonight's forecast goes, we'll see a low temperature of about 8 degrees. That's occurring right now. Temperatures will come up, as I mentioned, through the overnight hours because of the cloudy skies, and the winds will be out of the southeast as well. So that'll help boost the temperature up to 37 tomorrow, snow, and then a changeover of freezing rain, especially down toward the south. Obviously, snow is guaranteed. The chance is 100% as we head through the day tomorrow. But we deal with the lake effect snow on Friday with the high of 32, and then it's quiet to start the weekend, just cloudy on Saturday with a high of 28, and then morning snow showers on Sunday with the high of 27. But that snow, Thomas, could lead up to a few inches. Back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on